That's an interesting question. I've been a teacher, and I really like helping and serving people. So it just seemed like it would be something interesting, and I had the time to do it. That's one thing that, people will ask, well, what are some things that you would have liked to know? One thing is the amount of time that it takes. I often tell people, I don't know how I could have done this if I had a regular job too. But just be prepared to spend more time than what you might think. As far as some things that I would have liked to know before I did this is the complexity of the issue, of the job, I guess, rather than the issue, because there's so many complex, diverse areas that you have to deal with. I mean, you think about all the different departments in the city, and the budget thing is a whole new thing, a whole big thing in its own, how complex that is. And I think you have to understand government moves slowly, so you have to be patient, and you can't be a single issue person. You can't just say, well, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to fix this item, because then once you get that fixed, now what? So there's just so many different things to know and to learn. I think one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that you are representing the people of Burlington. But you have to have before you run for election, I really believe that you have to have a grasp on what your core values are, and try not to deviate from those core values, and try to make decisions based around those core values, but keeping in mind that you still represent the people. So I think a key factor in being an effective council person in this case is you must have an open mind. You've got to be willing to listen to all sides and compromise, because you are only one vote after all. It's a cooperative venture. There's five of us, and we have to get along, and we have to make decisions as a group. Once you decide to run for office, I strongly recommend that you get your paperwork from the city clerk. And if you're going to raise money, of course, you need to file the proper paperwork and get your advisory council together if you're going to do that. You don't have to, but you need to make sure you check in with the city clerk to find out what the requirements are for that. But other than that, once you decide that you want to run, I firmly believe that you should attend every council meeting, every work session, schedule a time with each of the department heads, whether it's public works or the wastewater treatment or the fire chief, the police chief. Schedule a meeting with them so you can talk with them one-on-one to figure out what issues they're facing and how their departments work, and then schedule time with the city manager to try to get a little understanding ahead of time what you're getting into. That's one of the things that I did. I found it to be very helpful, because once I was elected and could take a seat, then I was just kind of seamlessly would fit in. I knew what the discussions were about and what was going on at that point. So I'd encourage everybody to do that.